Good morning, everybody. As I promised, here one more video. It is about the mind, the ego, feminine, masculine, and some astrology or correlations. So, my website, on the homepage, it states, empower yourself by your own experiences and the universe. In my path, as I'm a very logical, mind-orientated person, the mind has always played a huge role. And I could never understand the teachings of people who said the mind is something bad and you have to overcome it. And so I think this is a viewpoint that does not go with me. Many people have many different ways, so there are paths as many as there are people. But we all have different, let's say, gateways. So the mind to me is incredible. We can get imaginations and we can translate them. I mean, look at all the artists, yeah, they have an idea and they can put it into beautiful music, into incredible writings, into stories that open a total new world, just only with the words. And that comes out of mind. The mind is translating. It receives and translates. And that we can use. We can use that for anything. But when we are in chaos, let's say, we feel like, oh, I don't know what to do. But if I do that, and maybe this, and so we are like in total chaos. Yeah, we feel like this, and then we feel like that, and then the fears come up, and all this kind of thing. And out of this chaotic state, nothing will grow. We all only if we are too long in this state, we become ill in one way or another. I experienced that myself for a very long time. So I was in chaos for a long time. So, but because of that, I know what I'm talking about. So when we bring structure, Saturn, yeah, structure to our thoughts, to our mind, we can solve. We see then a clear picture. And the clear picture will lead to a decision. And the decision will give us the power to put that into action. As long as we are in chaos, we only produce chaos within ourselves, in our bodies, but also to the outside, because we give these chaotic vibrations out into the world. We will have misunderstandings, we have maybe even anger clashes, we explode at people, all these kind of things, just only because we are not clear within ourselves. That means that everything we give out is actually within ourselves the problem. You know, it's not that I'm now totally, how to say, that I'm all the time and always aware and always so conscious about every single thing. No, I'm learning too. But when I talked in previous videos about the fears, to overcome and integrate fears. Fears are resulting out of experiences we made. So, and I always said, just pull your experiences into consciousness. Look at them with your mind, examine that. But from not with a mix of emotions, but just with a clear view. What is it? Remember, it's not about mistakes. We don't really do mistakes. We just only have experiences and we learn. But if we are not aware of that, if we don't take these experiences into consciousness, how can we learn? How can we put order to them? How can we get clarity? We can't. Then we are in these cycles of again and again and again. You may know that too. It can happen in any way in life. We all have some we are maybe not so chaotic, and so we get that fast, and other things we have to learn, but are kind of we don't want to. And what we don't want to learn, we'll have to see again and again and again, because we didn't see, we didn't integrate. And so life will bring us that lesson again and again until we learned it. So it's really most important that we learn ourselves, but not only the fears, also the capacities we have. We have to empower ourselves so that we don't fear the fear. You know what I mean? So, but that we can do with the other kind of experiences where we already have learned, where we already have these positive feelings that we're like, oh, that I did well. And that is where we can gain the power to even look at the other things. Yeah. So to me, it's really to work with ourselves, with our minds, and open our minds to all kind of possibilities. And when we do that, when we actually learn from our own past, we can, as a whole, also learn from history. You remember so many people, we hear that phrase all the time, yeah? Oh, we still haven't learned from history and we repeat everything. Yeah, because we have not yet done the work on ourselves. If we do the work on ourselves, we will automatically go further and solve the past and learn from that and go into another state, into a new cycle. Remember, there are always cycles. Everything comes in cycles. It is how it is. And so we see the same in the universe. Also in the universe, always cycles. All the planets, they cycle. All the galaxies, they move. And sometimes we don't see they don't move. In this perspective, they don't move fast, but actually they do move fast. So it's, yeah. But anyway, that is another thing. So it's everything is in motion, yeah? Everything goes its path. And everything is in kind of cycles. Some they are very long, very big kind of cycles. But we as well. It's all in cycles. And so we are. So it's really decide. Decide to empower yourself. When you put that into action, when you can gain the clarity, when you can gain this order that Saturn talks about, then there is the way for the transformation that is Pluto. So, to complete your cycle, so we are ready for the next cycle. And use your mind. Mercury is in retrograde. It's time to use your mind. Right? Okay. So, happy thinking. Bye.